Thank you, Dean. With me is Bob Dara of West Des Moines Dowling, the championship West Des Moines Dowling. Bob, how does it happen year after year you're on top?
Well, I don't know. We really try to work hard. We try to get a full year in, and then I think, kind of pays off.
And you're looking ahead now to next year already.
Yeah, we got some good kids. The new weights, I think, are really going to help us because in the small weights and the upper weights, there's not a lot of kids, but in the middle, we got a lot of people, and they're looking to get in those holes where Anderson, some of those guys are leaving. So we got 6 kids back out of this team and 3 underclassmen from state champs.
Any surprises tonight?
Oh, I was kind of tickled when Englers win. Berg had beaten him before a year ago in our regional duel, so it was a good revenge for us.
Bob, congratulations. Best of luck in the future. Back to you, Doug.
Thank you very much.
Thank you, Dick and Dean. Let's go to heavyweight now. And here we have the AAA heavyweight match between Steve Davis of Fort Dodge, the first Dodge. In football. Schoenfelder won 3 decisions without much trouble to get Schoenfelder through the year. Keeping their weight high of Stanwood, Rule, Kirstein. Gene Luttrell is
he defeats Todd Kinney of DeWitt Central by the margin of 10-0. Big win for Oostendoorp and West.
Reduce the limit to a certain heavyweight size in college and high school.
So it still came down to wrestling skills and not push and shove and weight. You're right, Doug.
You're going sideways. I want you coming at each other. Let's go.
We know might not have been able to win championship in the old days. I'm thinking 2-0 Schoenfelder. But John Monroe sends him back to the center again.
3-2.
We'll have the heavyweights next and then the super heavyweights. Iowa High School Wrestling Championships. From Veterans Auditorium in Des Moines, it's our yearly circus. Frank Freeman. The referee is John Monroe.
A couple of strong programs going at each other.
Now they're both in black. Makes it kind of tough for you. The
white shoes. Let's look for the white shoes from Bettendorf.
White shoes is Bettendorf, and the knee pads is Davis of Fort Dodge.
We'll find some.
At 1A, we have Tom Mashek of Gilbertville Don Bosco, the coach's son, wrestling Pat Kelly of Britt. Now Britt, this Kelly is something to look at. We'll try to keep an eye on him. At AA, John Oostendoorp of West Liberty, undefeated, wrestles DeWitt Central's Todd Kinney. And we'll go back to AAA here. The first takedown was scored by Schoenfelder.
That Schoenfelder's quite a story in himself. He was all-state guard. Didn't think much of wrestling before this year, and he's starting to think a little bit more about it. In fact, he hasn't signed yet, and he plays some football, and it just could be that a wrestling coach might get him.
Schoenfelder leads by 2. He scored the first takedown here. We're up in the weights now where if somebody makes a mistake and gets under, they sometimes don't get out.
Right, it's a little more weight on top of you, Doug.
2-0 Schoenfelder. But John Monroe sends him back to the center again.
Set this way so I can come around. Okay, top man.
These are the individual championships. There still remain to be wrestled some meets at the Unidome in the second year of the team championships.
Well, you can see right here Schoenfelder trying to load him up, trying to load Davis up, using that near rest you see there, either into an arm bar situation or load him up for some tilt. He's going after it.
Get off that leg and use it. Get out there and use it.
Not much time left in this first period, though.
Stalemate. Go down. Let's get out and use that.
Back to the center. Stalemate. Here's how they got to the finals. Davis of Fort Dodge won a technical fall in the first round and then won 5-2 and 15-5 decisions after that. Schoenfelder won 3 decisions without much trouble to get here to the finals. His last one was over Steve Palmer of Mason City, who had been the first-ranked man. He took the top man.
Coach Honskett wants to get his boy going a little bit there. And he's quick. Davis has some quick action. He likes to get in there and pummel, and he just got some very aggressive activity.
They start on the feet. 2-0. Schoenfelder decided to stay up.
Over on the single A match with only a minute left in the second period, Oostendoorp from West Liberty is leading 4-0 and working on a little more as he has Todd Kinney from DeWitt Central in a tilt situation right now, and he's scoring points.
That's the double A. Heavyweight.
Double A.
In on the leg goes Schoenfelder. Pretty good spot. Changes to a double.
Comes out nice from behind. Now he needs to bring him back on the mat and dump him or cut across for a double, but he has to know where he's at.
No, you're both out, gentlemen. Back in.
Got out of bounds.
The trick at that point for Steve Davis is to get out of bounds without looking like you're going out of bounds.
Well, and in fact, Steve Davis, to give him credit there, he was able to step down and come out of that before they even went out of bounds.
Work it in.
Schoenfelder leads 2-0. He had a takedown in the first period. They started this period on the feet, so they didn't get there by an escape.
With 20 seconds left in the second period on single A, Kelly leads Mashek 4-1. I like this kind of activity at heavyweight, Doug. You notice they both are quick. They both have lower leg attacks.
Well, it was a good thing, actually, I think, for the sport when they reduced the limit to a certain heavyweight size in college and high school.
So it still came down to wrestling skills and not push and shove and weight. You're right, Doug.
Both of you action. You're going sideways. I want you coming at each other. Let's go.
Well, some very big and very popular heavyweights that we know might not have been able to win championships in the old days. I'm thinking of Chris Taylor, for instance.
Might not have been, and yet you never know. What if the rules in effect, how many people are coming down already, keeping their weight down a little bit more.
We have only 23 seconds to go, and Schoenfelder of Bettendorf clings to a 2-0 lead. Neither man has been warned, so far as I know. Davis did manage to get Schoenfelder past him, but he wasn't quick enough at that second to get around behind. 4 seconds to go. Second period.
With a minute left, a little less than a minute left in double A, Oostendoorp is now up 9-0. The West Liberty heavyweight on his way to a championship. 40 seconds left in the match.
Warm, gentlemen. I expect you moving. Okay, come on in, top man.
And with 50 seconds left in single A, Kelly is leading Mashek 7-3.
Take him down, top man.
Another father-son combination there. We have Tom Mashek being coached by his dad, Dan Mashek. And then, of course, family. Kelly has his 2 brothers wrestling for Iowa State. So it's a family affair here at the match that is going on in single A.
Davis against Schoenfelder here. Davis is riding, but he's trailing by 2 points.
And now, one more.
Both up, gentlemen. Let's go.
3-0.
That's Coach Honskett telling Davis that you have to take him down.
But the shot was taken by Schoenfelder.
Stalemate. Let's go, guys.
A minute 24 to go.
Oostendoorp from West Liberty, the champion in 2A, 10-0. they've kind of stopped the activity I was talking about earlier in the match. They've kind of gone to the old heavyweight lean here in our match, Doug.
Pat Kelly is the winner. Undefeated year at heavyweight for Britt at 9-4 over Tom Mashek of Gilbertville, Don Bosco. Pat Kelly, another of the heavily recruited people probably.
And as a 185-pounder in college, Doug, he is probably one of the better 185-pound prospects. He barely weighs 200.
But he also has run marathons. Did you know that?
No, I didn't.
Heard that tonight. This is Davis against Schoenfelder. It's 4-1 in favor of Schoenfelder on the right with the white shoes and no knee pads. Davis in the black uniform of Fort Dodge is wearing knee pads.
Both of them again, one each way.
One each way again. This is inactivity is beginning to mount the score. 2-5. 5-2 now in favor of Schoenfelder. 20 seconds to go. Oh boy. Those lateral drops, sometimes you can end up on your back.
Gotta get coming, gentlemen. Gotta get coming.
Davis has no choice here. He's down by 3. 6 seconds to go. Or 10 seconds to go. There it is again.
Like you said, he has to go for it. Got himself in a position he didn't want to be in.
2 right here. Stalling 2.
Now it's 5-4. 2-point stalling. So Schoenfelder's got to push for at least the last bit. Whoa, that was close.
Take your seat, gentlemen.
And it's going to be 5-4 Schoenfelder because that takedown at the end was just about a second too late.
Big hands, gentlemen.
Coach of the year, Frank Freeman of Bettendorf.
Gets a state champ.
Gets a state champion at heavyweight. We'll have the super heavyweights after the awards at 185 pounds, beginning with the top 6 at single A. Tonight, let's go to Dean Borg.
Well, Doug, at heavyweight in Class A, it was a rematch of last year. Same players, same outcome. Tom Mashek and Pat Kelly. Mashek of Gilbertville, Don Bosco. Kelly from Britt. Kelly won it 9-4. In fact, he made life miserable for Mashek. Takedown in the first period, reversal in the second, added 5 more points in the third period, wins 9-4. Pat Kelly is champion. He's from Britt in heavyweight Class A. Here's Dick Trotter.
All right, Dean, in the Class 2A heavyweight match, John Oostendoorp of West Liberty said, this is my match, and I'm going to do it right from the start, which he did with a takedown. There you see Oostendoorp, who finishes the season with a 31-0 record as he defeats Todd Kinney of DeWitt Central by the margin of 10-0. Big win for Oostendoorp and West Liberty. Back to you, Doug.
He looks like another prospect for somebody from West Liberty, and he comes the heavyweight and then the super heavyweight. And we'll get a look also at the team champions here tonight.
The Class 1A Heavyweight Awards, Coach Al DeLeon of Britt. 6th place, Jeff Matheny, Bondurant Farrar. 5th place, John Stender, Wyoming Midland. 4th place, Rick Lent, Postville. 3rd place, Brian Morris, Northwood Kensett. Runner-up, Tom Mashek, Gilbertville, Don Bosco. And the 1A heavyweight champion from Britt, Pat Kelly.
Pat Kelly,
Super heavyweight place winners report to the award stands.
Here's the way it went in the team race in 1A division. It's Lisbon by a mile. Well, 31 points and a half. But the third place was a good fight. Ackley Geneva wins over Lorenz, and Britt finishes 5th. Gilbertville, Don Bosco 2nd. Now we'll go up to AA at heavyweight.
Steve Fuel of West Liberty. 6th place, Chuck Colder, Centerville. 5th place, Keith Lamford, Sheldon. 4th place, Mitch Olson, Carlisle. 3rd place, Tom Childs, Greenfield. Runner-up, Todd Kinney, DeWitt Central. And the 2A heavyweight champion from West Liberty, John Oostendoorp.
Undefeated John Oostendoorp of West Liberty. Fine young wrestler. The 2A team fight was the toughest and the closest in the entire meet of all the three. Centerville wins the team championship, its first, by 9 points over Emmetsburg. They've been there before. Storm Lake just missed second. They finished third. Mount Vernon and Eagle Grove tie for fourth with 52 points.
Assistant coach Paul Castro of Bettendorf. 6th place, Tony Cook, Macokota. 5th place, Sam Weiland, Dubuque, Hempstead. 4th place, Tom Milks, Charles City. 3rd place, Steve Palmer, Mason City. Runner-up, Steve Davis, Fort Dodge. And the 3A heavyweight champion from Bettendorf, Brad Schoenfelder.
He
Super
won it
heavyweight place winners to the
5-4.
award stand.
Brad